In 1878, a Greek merchant named Minos began excavating a hill on the island of Crete. He found large storage jars, pit hoi, and walls of a building. But it was a British archaeologist named Arthur Evans who would make the real discovery. In 1900, Evans began digging at the site, which the locals called Knossos. Within days, he had uncovered something extraordinary, a vast palace complex, more than 2,000 rooms spread across 6 acres, with elaborate frescoes, colorfully painted walls, and a drainage system more advanced than anything found in medieval Europe. Evans was convinced he had found the palace of King Minos, the legendary ruler who, according to Greek mythology, kept the Minotaur in a labyrinth beneath his palace. He named the civilization he discovered Minoan after the mythical king. The Minoans were not Greeks. They were a distinct people with their own language, their own writing system, and their own art. They built a civilization that was more sophisticated than anything in Europe at the time, and they did it 3,000 years before the Renaissance. This is the story of the Minoan civilization, the lost world of Crete. The Palace of Knossos was the largest and most elaborate of the Minoan palaces. It was not just a royal residence. It was an administrative center, a religious sanctuary, a market, and a workshop all in one. The palace was built around a central courtyard, with multi-story wings radiating outward. Its rooms were decorated with vibrant frescoes, dolphins leaping through waves, young men and women performing acrobatic bull-leaping rituals, and elaborate floral patterns. But what made Knossos truly remarkable was its engineering. The palace had a sophisticated water management system, with clay pipes carrying fresh water in and wastewater out. It had light wells that brought natural light into interior rooms. It had a ventilation system that kept the air fresh. The Minoans were master craftspeople. Their pottery, the famous Kamar's ware, was thin enough to hold up to the light. Their metalwork was exquisite. Their jewelry was worn by elites across the Mediterranean. Minoan art is unlike anything else in the ancient world. While the Egyptians and Mesopotamians depicted stiff, formal scenes of kings and gods, the Minoans painted life as they saw it, vibrant, dynamic, full of movement and joy. The bull-leaping fresco from Knossos is perhaps the most famous Minoan artwork. It shows young men and women vaulting over a charging bull, a ritual that combined athleticism, courage, and religious significance. The figures are graceful, their bodies captured in mid-air with remarkable precision. The Minoans also created stunning pottery, metalwork, and jewelry. Their seal stones, tiny carved gems, show scenes of daily life, religious ceremonies, and even what appears to be fleet reviews. But the most puzzling aspect of Minoan art is what it doesn't show. There are almost no depictions of warfare. The Minoans seem to have been a peaceful people, or at least they prefer to emphasize other aspects of their culture. The Minoans developed 2 writing systems. The earlier one, linear, remains undeciphered. It was used from about 1800 to 1450 BCE and appears on clay tablets, seals, and pottery. The later system, Linear B, was adapted from Linear A by the Mycenaeans, who conquered Crete around 1450 BCE. Linear B was deciphered in 1952 by Michael Ventris, who discovered that it recorded an early form of Greek. But Linear A remains one of the great puzzles of archaeology. Hundreds of tablets have been found, but we cannot read them. We don't know what language the Minoans spoke. We don't know what their writing system recorded. The mystery deepens when we consider that the Minoans were literate centuries before the Greeks. They had a complex administrative system, recorded transactions, and kept detailed accounts, all in a language we cannot understand. Around 1600 BCE, a catastrophic event shook the Minoan world. The volcanic island of Thera, now Santorini, erupted with catastrophic force. The eruption was one of the largest in recorded history, hurling ash and debris high into the atmosphere and triggering tsunamis that devastated the coast of Crete. The Minoan fleet, the navy that had protected the island for centuries, was destroyed. Coastal settlements were flooded. The palace of Knossos was damaged. The Minoans tried to rebuild, but they never fully recovered. Around 1450 BCE, the Mycenaeans, mainland Greeks, invaded and conquered Crete. They took control of the palaces, adopted Minoan customs, and eventually replaced the Minoan language with their own. By 1100 BCE, the Minoan civilization had disappeared entirely. The palaces were abandoned, the writing systems forgotten, the art lost to history. The Minoans remain one of the great mysteries of the ancient world. A civilization that flourished for 2,000 years, built magnificent palaces, created stunning art, and developed sophisticated writing systems, then vanished. We still cannot read their language. We still don't know exactly how they lived, what they believed, or why they disappeared so completely. But the ruins of Knossos stand as a testament to their achievement. In the rocks and frescoes of Crete, we catch glimpses of a world that was vibrant, creative, and profoundly human.